I'm jealous of your left side neck tattoo, 'cause it means so much to you, and it won't ever remove. I'm jealous of your day one cousins too, 'cause they knew you from the womb and know all that you've been through. I'm jealous of the way the sun gets to shine on you. I'm jealous of the way the moon spends its nights, watching you snooze even in your sleep. You're so fine. Please tell me, babe, is it a crime? Can I just get all of your time? I'm selfish 'cause you're supposed to be all mine. So don't let the wind kiss your face. All mine. No, don't let nothing take my place. Supposed to be all mine. From the car you drive to the street you ride. I'm jealous. I'm selfish. All mine. I'm jealous of the seasons as they change, 'cause they seen you through the rain and you ride through all the waves. I'm jealous of your coworkers all day, 'cause they get to pick your brain. And I know this might sound strange, but don't mention none of your exes. Erase that list, 'cause in my mind I gotta pretend that they just don't exist. Ain't even my fault, you're so fine. Please tell me, babe, is it a crime? Can I just get all of your time? I'm selfish 'cause you're supposed to be all mine. So don't let the wind fade. All mine. No, don't let nothing take my place. Supposed to be all mine. From the car you drive to the street you ride. I'm just jealous. I'm just.
I don't know how their prices are. You see this? I have a problem with this. I'm gonna tell you why. Already I have a problem with this. I'm used to certain things when I come for a car wash. I want people to be there. If that makes sense. So you know what? I thought I was gonna try this place, but and then they make it difficult for you to come on up out of here. They don't want you to come up out of here. Oh my gosh! So I have to back up to come up out of here because I don't want to go here. We as women, we don't know how to ask for what we want. I'm not saying all women, but most women, and especially when it comes to negotiation, we are so, I don't know what it is. Because I used to be that way. I used to be afraid to negotiate. There are times when you need to negotiate, and there are times when you know negotiation is just not going to work. So you're going to have to pay a lot of attention to the person that you're talking to, and listen to what they're saying. A lot of times, some people say you can negotiate anything. Maybe you can. I don't really know. But the things that I do know that I can negotiate, I will negotiate. And I used to be afraid to do that, but now I've learned that there's a skill to it. There's a skill to it. Now everybody has their own different skill, and you have to work out the way that makes you feel the most comfortable in knowing how to negotiate with people. I've learned that the most comfortable way for me to do that is by saying, can you do you feel we can do this? And that's how I make myself feel, and it works for me. I'm not saying that I always get what I want, but it works for me. It just makes me feel comfortable at asking for something that I feel is the right cost, and not trying to cheat the other person out of anything. Okay, just trying to work with the other person to get down to a reasonable cost, or something that I want. and they also want something as well. So we're by asking them, do you feel or or can you do this? Can you do $25? Can you do $300? Just working it, just trying to work it and get it at a place where you feel comfortable. Now they might not agree with it. They might go a little higher, or they might agree with it. So that's up to you to make that decision whether you're going to accept what they're offering, or they're going to accept what you're offering. And if you don't feel comfortable with the price or anything, just walk away. Just walk. If you're not comfortable with that price, before you sit at that table, or you going for any type of negotiation, know already what you're willing to accept and walk away from. Okay? You have to know that. That has to be before you sit at that table. And if you're in a situation where you're just something happens to come up and you have to make a quick decision, always think about the pros and the cons. Okay? Think about the pros and the cons of that situation. What would be the benefit and what would be a concern to you, something that you cannot live with. Okay? We as women, we have a hard time with certain things. When we sit down and we want to negotiate a price, we kind of want to go in there and we want to no, we can't do that. We have to sit down and we have to negotiate. And we have to be willing to walk away when that negotiation does not benefit us. Okay? Does not have any benefit at all for us. So, and sometimes people can try to make things look as if though it's a good deal. That's when you have to use your math and your concern and your discernment and your judgments, and everything has to come together. And you really have to say, what is he saying? And what is he not saying? What is she saying? And what is she not saying? And then put the pieces of the puzzle together. Okay, what is this offering me, and what is this not offering me, and how much is it worth? Is it worth this amount? Can I get it somewhere else? Can I get it for a better price somewhere else, or is this truly a good deal? All of those questions have to come to mind, and you have to be really truly honest with yourself. Just don't purchase something because you like it and you need it, and it's the trend now, and you're gonna look like the it girl. No, or the it person. No. Really think about it, people. Really think car wash. That's what it looks like. It says. I usually, when I do come here. Yes, take 5. This is where I come to get my car washed. My dog is in the back. He probably saying, "Who is she talking to?" As usual. He be looking at me saying, "Who is she talking to?" Mama is talking to the people, the beautiful people on YouTube. Negotiation is not with another person. Sometimes negotiation can just be with you and yourself. I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say you go to a store and you see a shirt or a blouse or a pair of shoes that you like, okay? Now we all know most of the time in a clothing store you can't really negotiate a price. It's either they have it on sale or it's at its original price. Okay, so you walk into this store. Example. There was a time when back in, I'm gonna say in the 80s, in the early early 80s, I walked into this store and I saw this sweater. I saw this sweater that I loved, all right? And the store was Macy's. I walked in there and I saw that sweater. And I loved that sweater. But I also knew I couldn't pay the price of that sweater. I could not pay the price of that sweater. So I was willing to walk away no matter how much I wanted that sweater. I mean, people, when I say I wanted that sweater, I wanted that sweater. And I kept that sweater for a long time. I just recently donated it. But I love that sweater. So I didn't buy it because it was just too costly for me, and I felt like, although I loved it, I felt like I knew I could not come out of pocket, and I did not want to come out of pocket because I had the money. I just felt like I love this sweater, but still I feel like I can get it at a better price. So I had to negotiate with myself, and I had to say, well, I'm going to go to, maybe I can find it someplace else. 2 months later, I found it at a boutique, and it was about $60 less. $60 less. I think it was like $29, almost $30. But I swooped that sweater up. That sweater was calling my name when I walked into that boutique. I could not believe it. But I got that sweater. So sometimes you're negotiating with yourself, meaning that one store you might be in, and then you might say, no, I can't do that. I need to go to another store to see if I can get it for a better price. So you're kind of negotiating with yourself as opposed to negotiating with another person. Negotiation is a skill, and we all can do it. We just have to know how to do it in a way that makes us feel comfortable. And like I said, most women do not feel comfortable at negotiating. I mean, I was that woman. You have to really. I thought it was just too. It was. I don't know. I felt like it was wrong, and I thought it was kind of masculine. So I do it in a way where I really feel like, because you never want to lowball anybody. I never want to lowball anybody, but I don't want to pay an outrageously unfair price for something as well. So my thing is, I ask, can you do such and such a price? Do you feel we can do such and such a price? And you got to be willing to walk away if you don't agree with that price, okay?